I'm Kelly Hunter, MBE, and I am sitting here in the splendid hotel with the splendid Simon at the Craiova Shakespeare Festival 2022, and truly I could not be happier. Last night we premiered the production of Pericles that I have been creating in my mind for many years and was finally able to put on its feet here at the festival. I first came here in 2016 with my production of Hamlet. My shows for my company, Flute Theatre, are compact in that they have a small number of actors, very little minimal set, but are huge in the ambition of bringing Shakespeare truly to life in the words of the actor so that they can pierce through to the minds and souls and hearts of the audience. And here, genuinely, at the Craiova Shakespeare Festival with these audiences are where I've cut my teeth as a director, are where I've found that I can expand my horizons, I can really fulfill the dream inside me of what I think a Shakespeare play can feel like, can look like, and can communicate to a group of people in the audience so that there is a chemistry between the two. This chemistry very often doesn't exist in performances where you get actors doing 8 shows a week, sort of on a rota. Here you land in a festival and it's like a bolt of lightning, a bolt of Romanian lightning that has constraints of time, constraints of space, and yet is so interested in Shakespeare, so fascinated. The whole festival seems so fascinated by how Shakespeare can live in the 21st century. So I feel completely at home. Our Hamlet went very, very well. I adapted it, I directed it, and at the festival I also played Gertrude. So I was on stage and I was experiencing the rapt listening of the audience of the Craiova Shakespeare Festival. That was like a baptism of fire that really changed me as a performer and as a director and inspired me to make my next show, which was Twelfth Night. So this had 7 actors. Each actor had a musical instrument or 2 or 3 on stage with them. Twelfth Night vibrates with music. Where the words are not enough, the music takes over, and it was fully scored underneath the speaking of it. Handheld instruments, musical instruments, and actors' bodies and voices. And again, we arrived and we performed in the studio space at the National Theatre. I feel I was ready for the tidal wave of the festival in the second time I came, but I was still absolutely amazed and excited about the enthusiasm of the audience. I think the festival had sold twice as many tickets as there were seats, because people were sitting on each other's laps, hanging off the scaffolding and kind of on the stage with us, which had happened in a Hamlet as well. And again, I felt completely at home. Although I am British, I'm actually Eastern European, I'm Polish by heritage. And this breaking of the rules in theatre, which is what I feel the festival allows people to do in all ways, suits me down to the ground. So second time round, the sun shone again. I felt blessed to be here. I stayed here for a bit longer. We also took the 12th night up to Bucharest, and then we came back again. And I really feel that second visit confirmed for me that I feel so at home here. And then the pandemic struck. We were going to come back with an adaptation of King Lear in 2020, and obviously that didn't happen. So I put that to one side and I started to dream of a Pericles. This play, Pericles, for me, resonates very, very deeply. I personally have a story whereby I didn't know who my family was for a very long time, and then only recently have found out. So through remarkable circumstances in the way that the characters in Pericles do. So I really wanted to make this Pericles, and I wanted to start it here. So when I was given the opportunity to come back this year and to make another performance, I decided to create my Pericles and premiere it here, which is what we did yesterday. It's again been a roller coaster. It's no easy task making a new adaptation of a Shakespeare play, putting the whole thing together, the constraints of time and space. This time we were at the Students' Cultural House down the road yesterday. And I also asked the festival if I could bring my work for autistic people, where I use Shakespeare's plays to allow the actors and the autistic participants to share what it feels like to be alive through Shakespeare's essence of heartbeat and mind's eye. And they were very interested in that. So yesterday we did our Pericles for the very first time. And then after a half-an-hour break, the actors came back, the same company of actors, and in Romanian, we performed with the autistic individuals. Again, this festival is the only place I can imagine that would give me the opportunity to do that. I've been making these two strands of work for 20 years, but yesterday, because of Craiova Shakespeare Festival, I could do both together on the same stage. I genuinely feel at home here. I think a lot of people say that, and that's because the arms are big. The arms of the Shakespeare Festival here in Craiova hold those of us who want to change the world, and those of us who believe that Shakespeare genuinely lives in the 21st century, in this beautiful, strange, ancient city of Craiova. I've been invited back, I hope, so I will be back in 2 years' time. I'm not sure what play I'll bring next time, but I'm already looking forward to it. Nothing to do with calendars, but just in my soul, in my DNA, in the cells of my body, know that I'll be back here for another Romanian adventure with Shakespeare. So thank you so much, Craiova Shakespeare Festival.